Hi, Weezie. I'm Meredith Ellis. Welcome to my apartment in New York City. We are in my living room. I painted this in another Pharaoh and Ball. It's called Dick's Blue, and it's like a really pretty green blue. I love Fez by Peter Dunham. Peter has been a friend for a long time, and I actually met him a few years ago when Weezie was doing their launch with Peter. I met Liz, and that's how we became acquainted. So it's been really fun in the past couple of years to get to follow them and actually get to do a collaboration. And we have stockings, tree skirt for a holiday Christmas tree. And then we also have a women's robe and a child's robe and slippers. In the sitting area, I have a Hariz, which I bought in Dallas. It's an antique rug. And I wanted something really traditional, but I also wanted it to feel a little updated and a little bit more contemporary. So I chose a really pretty brown velvet from Casablanca, and then a fun print from Lisa Fine called Mirabelle, all of which we carry at James. When I was selecting the art for this room, I really wanted something that was a little bit more modern or contemporary. And so I found a piece from BK Antiques. It was by the photographer Dale Goffagon, and it is actually a photograph of Villa Medici in Rome. And then other pieces I've gotten from Cherish or Antiques Malls, just things I've collected over time. So this is the breakfast room in our apartment. It is off the kitchen, and I put my textile from my first collection. It's called Alden Stone, and it's all over the walls on a little Roman shade, and this drapery which separates the kitchen from the breakfast room. The fabric on the banquette is called agate in bark, was from a little border of a textile I found in Japan. Redesigned it, but kept this sort of overall feel. I wanted a repeated pattern, and so that's where it came from, as an old batik fabric. The artwork I found in a little shop in Palm Beach. It's actually strike-offs from a textile line. I don't know how old they are. I'm assuming like maybe the mid-50s, 60s. I think they're so cute. And because I'm a textile designer, I thought it was fun. I had always wanted a big contemporary piece of art in here. And when this came about, I thought it was like the perfect mix because it's kind of traditional, but it together makes a contemporary piece. You're in the foyer of our apartment in New York. I have collected a lot of different pieces of art from various places. On the wall that's framed is a piece that I love. It's a tree of life that I found at the Antiques and Garden Show in Nashville a couple of years ago. I bought it from BViz, based in New Orleans. They have amazing things, and I shop with them a lot. The antique Venetian mirror I found in Palm Beach. A series of these other little pieces of art are from auction, Cherish, who I love and buy a lot from. The lampshades are Helene Blanche, which is a textile company from Copenhagen, and I carry her in our showroom at James. And then the console is 19th century. I found it in a secondhand store in Fort Worth, and then cut a new limestone top for it. The rug is a vintage Dury. I love Duries. I use them a lot in my projects. I think they just sort of tone down the spaces a little bit, make them a little more approachable, and they're really durable. Because we're celebrating the holidays, we have a sash that goes on this really pretty wreath. It is in the textile from my first collection, Deacon's Vine, in the Swedish blue. This is the primary bedroom and the only bedroom. I spend a lot of time working in my bed in the mornings early, and so I really wanted to wake up in a garden. This is a acrylic back fabric in here. It's called rayon, a seamless transition from window to wall that it just was all one space. So when it's down, you're like in this room that's all floral. The bed is from Bunny Williams' home. Long time ago, 25 years ago, I worked for Bunny, one of my very, very favorite people and designers. So it is so fun to have her pieces, not only in James, but also in my home. We carry a really pretty line called Alamoir from India, and I love to use their fabrics and make quilts. The lampshades are Penny Morrison that we also sell at James in a tealy pretty blue with a little gold trim. In here, I have some of my favorite pieces of art. A friend and I found this when we were first started James. Actually, it's a pretty important piece of art. It's a Copley Fielding, found it at Round Top in Texas. And then the other pieces, I have a little obsession with camels. So cool that it's Weezie. And then I love the little tent that I got from Cherish that's above that on the water scene. And then the 3 horsemen I found on First Dibs. So just things that I have found over the years that I've collected that probably should be going to a client's house, but I just somehow ended up in my house. And then I love books, layering books. A lot of them are writers or interiors, but also on textiles, which I'm very interested in, and Italian paintings. One of my favorite parts of the new collection is the robe in Deacon's Fine in the Swedish blue. I cannot wait to put mine on. It is so comfortable. I think I will wear it even into the summer. So I wake up every morning when I'm in New York and I just am happy in this space. Thanks, Weezie, for coming to tour my apartment today. I'm so excited about our new collaboration, and I'm just gonna kick up my feet and snuggle in this robe tonight. Cheers.